You might be looking for prompt ID to monitor your brand visibility in AI search. So today I will show you how you can build a list of prompts or a list of questions, also categorized by intent. The process that we'll follow is the following. We will start with the Google Search Console. I hope you have the Search Console configured with your website. And we will search for questions and long-tail queries. Then we will expand this list. You might have not a lot of data in your Search Console, and I will show you a tip how you can expand your list of initial questions with additional questions. We will also cluster the list, so grouping similar questions together to avoid at the end uploading the same question twice. Also, we will categorize each question, each prompt with its intent, so commercial, navigational, transactional, or informational. The goal in the end is to focus on the one that matter, the commercial, let's say, the informational if you want to build your brand authority on top of the funnel. But maybe we should avoid a navigational query where people are just typing something to visit a website. Also, in the end, we will just have a list, as you can see, and we will upload the prompt to an AI monitoring tool. So let's start with the Search Console. Here is my Search Console. And the first thing to do is to get a list of questions. So go on Search Result, click on Filter, click on Query. And now I will show you two regex. The first one will return a list of questions. So by the way, check in the description below and at the same time click on like. I will drop all the information in the description of the video. Click on custom regex here, and so you can see here it will return all the queries starting with this word. Apply, and now here below I have a list of questions. You can export it and put it on the side. So the next regex will be a one that returned here, this regex. You can play with the number here. It's returned long tail. So here 4 plus queries with at least 4 words. If you want longer one, just change this number. And here you see I get at least queries with 4 words. I can try with 7. And here also you can see there is some question. So do several exports, and at the end you have to clean your list to remove the similar questions. Okay, one thing as well is that an advice is that, let me go back on the first regex, because here what you can see is that it's quite broad. It's quite broad. It's all the questions from fetch from my Search Console, and you know that with the interface Search Console only limit to 1000. So we get the 1000 first questions, and maybe they are a bit too broad because your website speak about many main topics, right? For instance, on the thruuu website, I speak about topic cluster, I speak about SEO content brief, I speak about SERP analysis. So I have an advice. You can add another filter on a specific page. For instance, I know that I have some pages about topic cluster and they all contain in the URL the term topic cluster. So now I will do another filter to only extract question related to topic cluster. You see, so I advise you to also apply a second filter on a specific page or on a specific type of URLs to, in the end, end up with a category, let's say, of the questions. All right, so export this, and you should end up with now a list from Search Console. Here I already did the cleanup, and also it's not the keyword from thruuu, by the way. I just took another list of keywords, but now we will continue to work on this list. So you can see I just remove all the data. I didn't keep the impression. Maybe I should have kept the impression, because impressions are quite good because they will give you also a kind of volume indicator. So if you have the impression, keep it and use them as a kind of indicator of volume and of, let's say, you can prioritize basically the questions that are important based on the volume. Okay, so now I have my list of questions, good. And we will first expand this list. Why? Because first, I don't have a lot of keywords in my list, only 88 as you can see. And also, you know that AI search is, doing this kind of, it's called query find out. So each time somebody, let's say, enter a query in ChatGPT, here it's not ChatGPT, but I want to explain the process. Each time somebody enter a query in ChatGPT or in Google, and when there is an AI overview, these tools, this AI search will break down your query in additional queries. So there is a way as well to get the related queries to this one is by looking at the people also ask. So what is the process of lead nurturing? You can see that Google is telling us what is the lead nurturing process. Well, it's more or less the same here, but which are the four step of lead generation process? What is automated lead nurturing? So these are related searches, right? And the query find out process is more or less doing the same thing. You enter a query in ChatGPT or in Google when there is an AI overview, it will break down this query to do sub searches. So my point is that now what we will do is that for every keyword in this list, I will search for the related PAA. So for these questions, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 PAA. For this one, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 PAA. You get the point. So from every single keyword in my list, we can have at least 4 PAA and maybe more. But obviously, I won't go on Google and search for every single PAA. It will take too much time. I will show you a little trick with thruuu how you can expand a list of keywords and get all the related PAA. So now I go in thruuu, I will log in, and we will jump into the clustering feature because there is a hidden, let's say, trick that can extract all the PAAs for a list of keywords. So I will explore my my computer. It's here. I put a name. Okay, question V1. Then I have to say where are the keywords in my list. It was a label question, and volume, we didn't have volume, but it doesn't matter here. Again, what I'm showing you right now is not, we use a clustering tool, but we won't, in fact, leverage the clustering first. We will just run a first report to get a list of questions. So then I keep the SERP, the US SERP, I keep the default parameter, it's fine. I continue here. I don't need to enter a domain as well. Here I don't care about SERP similarity because we just need to extract PAA per keyword. And then I can check. So here I have 79 keywords and I can start the process. So I just repeat quickly. So we won't use the keyword clustering for its main usage, right? With thruuu, when you upload a list of keywords in the clustering, obviously it will group them by similarity, but also in the background, it will extract for every single keyword people also ask. And you can find this information in the export of the clustering. Okay, now the process is done. We can have a look. And as I said, we don't care about the clustering for the moment, but in the next step, we will have a look at the cluster. Right now, what I want is just questions, additional questions. So we uploaded 79 keywords that were questions. I can download the report and open it. And here you will see something really great. So here you can see different report, but again, we don't really care now. Here you have the keyword list, so this is your initial list of keywords. And here, if you go on questions, you have all the PAA that has been extracted. So here we have 244 people also ask. And also, by the way, you also have the related searches. So if you want to include the related searches, but we are looking for prompts, so maybe related searches are not the best, but we could keep the long one to some extent. We could filter by a number of words and only keep the long one because we are looking for prompt, question, long tail. But here you can see there is a lot. There is like, yes, 500. So what I will do now, I will take the questions, copy all the questions, and put it here. All right. And I will just put the keyword in the first position. So now you see what I've done. We were here, expand your list. So we expanded our list. We got PAA from every keyword, right? This is what you just have done. And you can see now from the initial list, I have like 323 keywords, which is really great questions. And you know what? We could do the same process a second time. So we will get 4 times more. So maybe 1,000 keywords and so on. You can do second time, third time, and so on. But for the example, I will keep this list. And now what we do is to group the list, because we might identify some, like these two questions. I'm not sure if they are similar, but what is the lead scoring method and how does AI lead scoring work? Well, it's maybe a bit slightly different here, but my point is that there might be some questions that are more or less the same in our list. And I don't want to go manually and check all the questions and see, okay, these two questions are really similar, so I will remove them from my list. Because the point is that you don't want to add too much noise. You want to have just the main questions and filter by intent. So now we will use the clustering for its real value. We will use through clustering with this list. So I will do a new cluster. Now I will select my list. I hope I have the good one. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay, now I will put another label. The keywords are in volume keyword. There is no volume, but I select the volume column. Here I keep this parameter by default is fine. I don't need to analyze the domain, but you can also put your domain and you will get additional information. Here it's also important to understand the SERP similarity. So you know that clustering is grouping keyword by similarity. So when two keywords display more or less the same SERP, they will be grouped together. So here you can define the level of overlap. So if I select 4, it means that at least 4 URL or 40% of the URL in the page 1 should be similar to be grouped. If you select 10, it means that all the URL should be the same. So here it's like a perfect match. So based on your niche, based on your keywords, select, yes, the level of similarity that you want. Here I will select 6. So we will have still a lot of questions, but not too few. So yes, but up to you to judge. And now I will restart the process. And as I said, so the third step really like now is like to use SERP similarity to group our keyword. The goal is to remove redundant questions and focus on the main one. This is really important. We need to focus on the main questions. The related one will be skipped, because in the end, when we upload them, we don't need to upload too much noise, right? Okay, the report is ready. Let's have a look. So you see we uploaded 270 keywords. It has created 208 cluster. I choose 6 or 60% as a SERP overlap. If I would have choose 4, I would have less cluster. So it is up to you to figure out what makes sense for you. And now what you can see is that it has grouped together similar questions. How is automation used in marketing? All of these questions, how is automation used in marketing? What is meant by automation? What is marketing automation? All of them are similar from a Google perspective, in fact. But I think it's a good indicator of us to to say that, okay, we don't need to enter all of this question in our tool, we just focus on the main one. And so now what I will do, through also provide you information about the intent. And our step was to identify the intent. So now we did the clustering, and now identify the intent is already done because through has clustered and at the same time has defined the intent of every single group. So now I can list only the informational, only list the commercial, and so on. And obviously our goal is to end up with this list. So what I will do, I will show you, it's quite straightforward. So just go to download the report. So here you have the through clustering report. Again, I don't deep dive in the report today, but I can show you where you have to look at in this tab here, topic cluster. Here you have all the data, but we don't need all the data. The category, well, you can skip it. Delete the column. Here, topic cluster, this is the main topic. So here, this column here, it's basically the info that you get here, right? The main topic. So you can rename that prompt because it's our main prompt. And then here you have all the related keywords. And then you have here some other data. You can keep them, you can have a look, but I want to keep it simple. Also here, through extracting information about AIO, etc., video presence of all the SERP feature for every cluster, but we don't need that now. So here we are only with a list of prompts, related questions, and the intent, and I will just make a nice table here. Okay, and here we go. We have a nice table where you can also filter by intent and check the one that makes sense for you. All right, so here we go. We have our list of keywords grouped, and also the intent is identified. Now the next step will be to upload them to AI tool. And by the way, throuu can also help you with that. There is a new tool that has been released to monitor your visibility in AI overview. So in the Google AI overview, click here and create a new report. First, enter a name of a report. Here is about marketing automation. So I will enter marketing automation, visibility, okay, whatever. Then the domain. You can track a domain. Here I will pick salesforce.com because it's a marketing automation tool. So they might be visible for these questions or not. Let's see. So through also now is analyzing salesforce.com website to extract the brand name. So here you can see it identifies the brand name. You can also change it if it's not correct. I continue now. Again, you need to upload a list of keywords, and I have my prompt. So this is a prompt that are coming from, you see, with all the intent that has been only filtered on informational and commercial. Up to you. You can maybe do one report for informational, one for commercial. Here I just uploaded both. So I select my file. Again, I say where are the keywords or the questions here. So prompt, the volume, I don't have volume information, so I don't put anything. Also here, so again, the SERP I want to analyze. I keep the US one. Number of results, I will keep 20. So basically per keyword, it will analyze 20 results. So the two first page of Google. I continue. That's it. I just need to validate my list if I want. And then I create now a report. And while the report is in process, so I just come back here. So we have identified our intent. So here an advice, either you say you focus on informational or commercial, you create one or two separate reports, up to you. And then we upload it. So here we are using through AIO Monitoring that will basically, for every single question we have entered, it will extract the SERP and identify if there is AI overview. So visibility of AI overview, and also it will tell us the brand visibility, so how many times Salesforce in this case is mentioned in the text of the AI overview, or also used as a source. So through is giving you brand plus, let's say, source visibility, and we will have a look at this very soon. All right, my report is ready. Let's have a look. I won't deep dive in the AIO monitoring tool of thruuu. You can click on the video above where I explain this tool in detail, but let's have a quick look. So here we can see that two metrics AIO presents. So there is 21% of AI overview for this list. So not all questions triggered an AI overview. This is important to understand. So only 109 out of 500 keywords triggered an AI overview, right? And in this 109, my brand is visible for 11%. So only, or let's say, yeah, only 12 times out of 109. Okay, so, and then you have all the list of prompt of questions, and we can start to play with the filter to see if there is an AI overview or not. So yes, for this one, there is AI overview. When you click here, you can see the content of the AI overview. You can see the sources that has been used. You can see the brand that has been mentioned, if there is any brand mentioned, the SERP, etc. You can also check, yes, if your brand is in the AI overview. Yes, if it has brand or not. So you can use a filter to figure out where you are visible or not, and also when you're not visible, apply the right strategy to increase your visibility. So to summarize what we have done today in this video, we started with the Search Console because this is real data. You can figure out how your audience is searching by looking at long tail and as using the question regex. We expanded our list. So from every single keyword, we got the PAA. Then we cluster the list because we want to avoid the noise and removing redundant questions and focusing only on the main one. Also, at the same time that we cluster the list, thruuu also help us to identify the intent, focus on informational, top of the funnel, to see where you are lacking of visibility in the awareness stage, or commercial, which is really bottom of the funnel, also to identify where your brand is missing. And finally, we use this prompt together with thruuu AIO Monitoring to understand the visibility of our brand in AI overview. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and check also the description below, because I will put all the notes of this video in the description. And as well, very soon an article, maybe when you watch this video, the article is already on the blog of thruuu. Thank you, and see you soon for another video.